In this video, I discuss the various multi-choice questions or a true-false type questions for a air refrigeration system. So first question is the Bell-Coleman cycle is work on which system or a which cycles. So first option is reverse Carnot cycle, reverse Otto cycle, reverse Joule cycles or a reverse Rankine cycles. So generally all of you know that the Bell-Coleman cycle is work on the reverse Breton cycles. Okay, and Breton cycle is also known as the Joule cycle. So Bell-Coleman is work on the reverse Breton and its name is also the reverse Joule cycles. So option C is the correct answer, that is a Bell-Coleman cycle is work on the reverse Joule cycles. Second question, air refrigerators work on reverse Breton cycle, Bell-Coleman cycles, option C both A and B, and none of these. So here the answer C is correct, both A and B, because the air refrigerator is work on a Bell-Coleman cycle and it is also known as the reverse Breton and even also known as the reverse Joule cycles. Now supposing this MCQ, the option C is given reverse Joule cycles and option D is given the all of above. Then what the answer is coming? Answer is the all of the above. Next, the air refrigeration cycle is used in option A commercial refrigerators, option B domestic refrigerators, option 3 air conditioning systems, and option D aircraft refrigeration systems or a gas liquefaction. So generally in a commercial refrigerator VCRS system is used. In a domestic and air conditioning system also the VCRS system is used. Okay, so option D is the correct. The aircraft, in a aircraft we use the air refrigeration system as well as for a gas liquefations the air refrigeration system is used. In a reverse Breton cycle, the heat is absorbed by the air during which process? Option A isentropic compression process, option B constant pressure cooling process. So during the cooling the heat is rejected, okay, but here in questions what they ask, heat is absorbed. So option C isentropic expansion. So during isentropic expansion the work is produced, no heat is absorbed, and option D is constant pressure expansion process. Okay, so heat absorption and heat rejection in any air refrigeration system is occur at constant pressure. So you have the two option, option B or option D, whatever the constant pressure is given. Okay, but during the cooling we know that the heat is rejected to the atmosphere. So option D is the correct, that is a constant pressure expansion process. A Bell-Coleman refrigerator working on dense air system as compared to the open air system for the same range of temperatures result in a higher coefficient of performance. So we know that in a Bell-Coleman cycle there is a two type of system. One is the dense air systems and second one is the open air systems. Okay, and here the question is asked that for a same temperature range in a open system as well as in a dense system, we both are working at the same temperatures. Okay, so dense system is given the higher coefficient of performance. Option A is agree or option B is the disagree. So what is the correct answers? The agree, means dense air systems are give the higher coefficient of performance compared to the open air system for a same temperature range. Before moving ahead, I request to like the video and comment on the video, and if you don't subscribe the channels then press the subscribe buttons for watching the more video related to the refrigeration and air conditioning as well as for the various subject of the mechanical engineering. For that you want to visit the playlist as well as in the descriptions the various link is provides for a refrigeration and air conditioning subject. Now bootstrap air cooling system has one heat exchanger, two heat exchangers, three heat exchangers or a four heat exchangers. So we all know that in a bootstrap that is a two heat exchangers are there, so option B is the correct. In a bootstrap air evaporative cooling system, the evaporative heat exchanger is provided, means it is installed at the between which component. So various option is given between the combustion chamber and first heat exchangers, between first heat exchanger and second compressor, between secondary compressors and the second heat exchangers, and between the second heat exchangers and the cooling turbines. So option D is the correct, the evaporative heat exchanger is always installed after the second heat exchanger. Okay, so second heat exchangers and the cooling turbine. So it is installed between the second heat exchangers and cooling turbine. So option D is the correct. Simple air cooling system is good for which type of the flight speeds? Okay, we know that the various type of the aircraft refrigeration is there. Different type of the aircraft is there. So in a which aircraft, which type of the system is suitable? That type question is also asked. So speed is the low flight speed or a high flight speed. So generally simple air cooling system is used for a low flight speed. So option A is the correct. The air cooling system mostly used in transport type aircraft is, means in a transport type aircraft, which type of the aircraft cooling system is used? Simple air cooling system, simple evaporative air cooling system, bootstrap air cooling system, and all of these. So answer is option C is the correct. In a transport type aircraft, the bootstrap air cooling system is there. And if you want to watch the various videos related to aircraft refrigeration system in which I am explaining on the two easy way, so you can easily understand the PV and TS diagrams of the different systems and the diagram. For that, you need to give a playlist. Link is provided in the descriptions as well as from the top right screen of mobile where the I symbol is available. From there, you also see the playlist of the aircraft cooling systems or air refrigeration system. From them, you watch the all video related to these various systems. A ordinary passenger aircraft require cooling capacity of a capacity, means what are the cooling capacity of the passenger aircraft? 2 ton, 4 ton, 8 tons and 10 tons. Option C is the correct. That is a 8 ton capacity, means all the aircraft you see on the aircraft, that is ordinary passenger aircrafts, have a 8 ton capacity of the refrigeration systems are installed. Now here it is not MCQ, but it is possibility to ask in different universities exams. What is a DART? Or you need to give the what is the full form of DART for air refrigeration system and why it is used. So full form of DART is dry air rated temperatures and why it is required. So this concept of dry air rated temperature is used to compare the different aircraft refrigeration cycles. So dry air rated temperature is defined as the temperature of air at the exit of the cooling turbines. Means temperature at the exit of the cooling turbine is recorded for a various type of the air refrigeration systems in the absence of moisture condensations. Okay, that's known as the DART, dry air rated temperatures. In air conditioning of aeroplanes using air as a refrigerant, the cycle is used reverse Carnot cycles, reverse Joule cycles, reverse Breton cycles and reverse Otto cycles. So here answer C is given, but both the answer is correct. B and C, reverse Joule cycle as well as the reverse Breton cycles. The reduced ambient air cooling system has one cooling turbine and one heat exchanger, one cooling turbine and two heat exchangers, two cooling turbines and one heat exchangers, and two cooling turbines and two heat exchangers. Option C is correct. Reduced ambient air cooling system has two cooling turbines and one heat exchanger. A Bell-Coleman refrigerators working on dense air system as compared to open air system for the same range of temperatures result in blank power per ton of refrigerations. Same or a lower. So and higher. So option B is the correct. The dense air refrigeration system is required a lower power per ton of refrigeration compared to the open systems. So dense air system is give high COP. Why it is give high COP? Because the lower power consumption is there. In an aircraft, air refrigeration cycle is used because of low weight per ton of refrigeration, high heat transfer rate, low temperature at high altitudes, and high coefficient of performance. So main option is the answer A is correct, that is a low weight per ton of refrigerators. So generally in a aircraft are designed on the low weight. Okay, so we need to maintain the lower weights, and for running the aircraft they had a gas power plant is installed. Okay, so gas power plant have already air compressors. Okay, suppose we install the VCRS system in aircraft, then we require the separate compressors, and even the evaporator is required. But in aircraft system, evaporator is not required. So weight of the system is reduced. That's why the air refrigeration cycle is used instead of the VCRS system in a aircraft refrigeration system. While designing the refrigeration system of an aircraft, the prime consideration is that system has high COP, power turn per turn is low, mass of refrigerant circulated in the system is low, and mass of refrigeration equipment is low. So by default option D is correct as per the same description given for the above questions. Okay, we are required a lower weight. That's why we need to eliminate the compressors and the evaporator weight in air refrigeration systems. So by eliminating this component, we are able to reduce the mass of the systems as well as for a aircraft. The cooling system used for a supersonic aircraft and the rocket is simple air cooling, bootstrap air cooling systems, and the reduced ambient air cooling systems, and the regenerative air cooling system. Option D is correct, that is a regenerative air cooling system. Bootstrap is used for a which type, that is already I explained. Okay, that is used for a transport types, and a low flight speed, the simple air cooling system is used. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned, then like the video, subscribe the channels, comment on the video, and don't forget to share with your friend.